Hey guys, this is Non-Lammers Invoked 101. Welcome back, and today we're taking a look at my updated Evil Twins Spright deck profile. I've been playing this at locals lately, and I actually recorded this yesterday, but I mentioned in that video that I was actually going to pick up another card, and I ended up getting it, so yeah. But yeah, I've been seeing a lot of success at locals with this. I've been kind of flip-flopping between this and Kashtira and Speedroid Kashtira, and this is just the one that I like playing the most. I do really like this deck. I think it's really strong, and I am really excited to show this one off. So we're going to set the other half of the main deck off to the side and the extra deck, and we'll get right into the deck profile. Now I am going to go through this by packages, so we're going to talk about the Live Twins first. We're playing 3 Live Twins Lilla. This is your main starter. You also have the starter in the form of Kisskill as well. We are only playing 5 of them though. And the reason Lilla's just a little bit better is because she can summon Kisskill Frost, who's a draw. Kisskill in herself can only summon Lilla or Lilla Treat, which you usually want to save Treat as an extender. Speaking of those, we play 1 Treat and 1 Frost. These, like I said, work as extenders. They're able to special summon themselves if you control their opposite, and while these ones, if you control no monsters and you summon them, they're like tour guides but for their opposite, which is really nice. It's a super consistent package, especially when you add in the spells, which we are playing 3 of the Tenki, 2 of the Searcher, and 1 of the E-Telly. So again, like, this is a Tenki with like a burn and gain effect. This is a Searcher for the spells and traps, and this is like an E-Telly, but it locks you into Evil Twins from the extra deck and needs a discard. So it's not super great, but it does come in. Like, it's one of those things where it's like, okay, I can play this. You could cut this for a 3rd secret password, but I also kind of like having the home in the deck just because if you have Snitch and Password, you can search home and then either discard it or get the extra monster. There's a couple things you can do with it that are really nice. But yeah, that is the Twins package. And I really do like the Evil Twins. So, like, I don't know. It's just, I really like the strategy. The next chunk of the thing that we're running is Sprights. Obviously. But we start ourselves off with the 3 Spright Blue. This was the newest addition to the deck. I finally have 3. Shout out to my boy K2 for hooking it up. Yeah, 3 Spright Blue, definitely. I got away with playing 2 Spright Blues for a long time, but having the 3rd one I think is going to help a lot, just with consistency reasons. But yeah, definitely want to be trying to max out on blues. The other one you want to max out on is Triple Jet, who is so these two kind of do the same thing, I should mention. So all the Spright monsters can special summon themselves if you control a level 2. Some of them special summon if you control a rank 2, and others special summon if you control a link 2. But all of them special summon if you control a level 2. These two, he searches a monster, and this one searches a spell and trap on special. So really good cards, really strong monsters. We also play 1 Spright Red, who is a monster negate by tributing, and then it also, if you tribute an extra deck monster, you get to destroy it as well. So really strong monster here. And then we also play the 1 Carrot, which I wish Carrot was a super rare too, just so that way we could have them all maxed out. But I imagine Carrot's going to be a super in the tins if this deck doesn't get hit. Which I don't think the Sprights are that strong, but yeah. Carrot's a spell and trap negate, kind of like Red. It works the same way. These guys are really strong. I was playing 1 Pixies up until I got the 3rd blue, but with the 3 blues, you don't really need the Pixies, especially because of another card we're playing. I am also playing 3 Starter, 2 Smashers, and 1 Gamma Burst. This was the card I was just mentioning that kind of replaces Pixies. This was in the deck before I cut Pixies, but yeah. Starter is an E-Telly, Smashers is a Interruption, Gamma Burst is an Honest. It gives all your level, rank, link 2 monsters currently on the field 1400, attack and defense till the end of the turn, and then during your main phase, you can banish it, target a level, rank, link 2 monster you control. Give it 1400. You can only use 1 effect per turn and only once that turn, which is pretty neat, but at the same, like, neither of them come up a crazy amount. And then the last card I play is 1 Double Cross. This card is actually really crazy. Double Cross is able to snatch steal monsters. Essentially, it says target a monster on the field or in either graveyard, activate one of these appropriate effects, attach the targeted monster to a rank 2 monster you control as material, which is insanely strong. Place the targeted monster your opponent controls in the zone your link 2 points to and take control of it. Special summon the targeted monster from either graveyard to your zone your link 2 monster points to. So I've used this to steal monsters out of the graveyard, just take out like targets for special summons, take out targets for just dumb things, or just slurp monsters underneath a gigantic Spright. So I do like this card. I know not everyone plays it, but I like it. That's it for the Spright package. I'm excited to see how this deck performs, because I'm no longer running Prosperity and with the 3 blue, and it seems to be working out pretty well in my opinion. Next up we have the hand traps. Now this deck, because of its high level of consistency, is able to run an insane amount of hand traps. So we're playing triple Ash Blossom, needs no introduction, triple Effect Veiler, which this could be other cards, like you could play Tactics here or something else, triple Imperm, 2 Forbidden Droplet, which I've thought about switching this out for enemy controller, and then 1 Called by the Grave. Yeah, there's this could also realistically be Tactics if you really wanted it to be. There's some flex spots in right here, and this is also like a straight 40 card deck. So if you wanted to play 42, you could. You wanted to you can definitely bump up the numbers a little bit, especially for the anti hand trap stuff. I just opted to play the high level of hand traps to just stop the opponent. That's kind of the thoughts with all the hand traps. Moving to the extra deck, we of course start off with 2 Evil Twin Lilla. I really like Lilla. She's the pop one. Both the Evil Twins. Oh yeah, I guess I should show off the other one. 2 Kiss Kill. So the Evil Twins are really cool. They get effects if you can when they're summoned and you control their opposite. And they also have the ability to summon their opposite if you don't control a copy of it. Lilla's effect when summoned if you control Kiss Kill is that she gets to pop a card. Kiss Kill's effect when summoned if you control a Lilla is that you get to draw a card. So really cool interactions with these two. You of course also have their Link 4, which is Trouble Sunny, who is absolutely insane. She can tribute herself as a quick effect to special summon a Kiss Kill and a Lilla from grave. And then she has the ability to banish herself from grave to send a Evil Twin you control as cost to grave to to send a card your opponent controls to grave, which is really strong. She's just a really good card overall. Finalizing the Link monsters, we play 1 Lingaribo because the live twins are psychic, 1 Donner Dagger for hire. It's a Link 2 that can pop a card, which I kind of like. You could also play Phoenix if you wanted to. 1 IP Masquerena and 1 Underworld Goddess. You don't typically make Goddess IP, but this is a line of play that you can make, especially if you're able to leave one of the twins on board and just get more advantage with Goddess plus Twin. Goddess is really strong. I use this in a match to slurp up Exiton Knight and then summon this, and then it was unaffected by Exiton Knight. So really strong monster, really cool card. And it's a staple for Evil Twins, the IP and the Underworld Goddess. That's it for the links. For the rank monsters, we were playing 2 Gigantic Spright. This guy lets you so he attempts to special summon a level 2 monster from deck, and then he detaches. So really cool card there. And if he has a extra deck monster underneath him, he gains his attack is doubled, which is really nice. Really like him. Then we have 1 Mannequin Cat. Mannequin Cat kind of works like Gigantic Spright, but from the grave. So I kind of see her as like, oh, I burned through my 2 Gigantics, which that's such a weird scenario to be in the first place. But if you burn through both your Gigantics, you can summon a monster from your opponent's graveyard and then special summon like one of your Sprites, which is really nice. And then we're playing the Zeus package, so the Sky Cavalry, the Downerd, and the Zeus. So pretty standard package there. You could also, instead of Mannequin Cat, you could play like Gin Buster or a couple other things. There's a few things you could play instead because this deck does have a high level of Dark level 2s. So like Gin Buster is totally viable, but it's not a card that I own, so I went with the Mannequin Cat, which finally got a super rare in the OTS pack, which is really nice. It does have a side deck. Let me set it out. So the side deck is pretty basic in terms of side decks. We are playing the 1 Red Resonator. This is for time. Red Resonator, when it's special summoned, gets to target a monster you control and you gain life points equal to its attack. So you special summon this off Gigantic. Gigantic, you make using an extra deck monster, and then you gain 32. So really useful card in time. Then we are playing 3 DD Crow. These can be any hand trap, realistically. It's all based on your locals. I think the only one that like you want to actually play, and that's literally just because the time is Red Rezo. We have some back row hate with Cosmic and Feather Duster. We have there was a big stint of trap tricks at my locals, so I was playing 3 Royal Decree in the side. It doesn't really hurt me. I don't play like any traps in the main. Then I'm playing double Lightning Storm, just more back row hate, and 3 evenly matched. So yeah, back row decks for this are a little annoying, so playing like as much back row hate as we can play is pretty good. Royal Decree being able to shut off evenly matched is pretty neat without having to play Lancia. We used to be able to like search Lancia, I believe, and like pop it on our own with Lilla, or Scythe, sorry, but now we can't. But yeah, there's room to switch this up. Like I said, if you don't come across like trap tricks a lot, you could probably switch out the Royal Decrees for something else. Same with the Crows if you want to play like Ghost Spell or something. This is just what works for me and what I enjoy playing in my side. Like I said, the only thing I think is kind of mandatory is the Red Rezo, and that's literally just because it's a card for time. But that is the Live Twin Spright deck profile. I want to thank you guys for watching. Let me know what your thoughts are down in the comments below, because I would love to hear them. I really like this deck. Let me know what you think about this deck as well, because this is one of those things, like Genesis Impact was such a good set, and the fact that like Twins and Drytrons have kind of changed places is pretty interesting to me. But yeah, let me know what you think about this deck in the comments below, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching.